Good morning from Mick Flanagan here in the Philippines, Mindanao, Butuan City. First thing of the day is a cup of tea. Cheers. Everyone here is sleeping, but I'm always the first up anyway. Hello. I used to be up earlier than this and out jogging, but here lately, too many dogs. When you find you're running around and there's a dog chasing you, it helps you run faster, but it's not a good start to the day. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day here in Mindanao. Blue skies, no rain. Hello, Graham. Good morning to you. We spoke before, but I can't remember where you are. Time here now is 6:30. It's late for me to be up. It's usually 5 o'clock, 5:30. For me, it's the best part of the day. It's the quietest. Plenty sleeping. And it's the best cup of tea of the day. Ah, that's right. You're in a similar time zone. I was speaking to Scott in Australia. He's in the same time zone as me. But John Stokes, who I speak to there, he's 2 hours different. Such a big country, Australia. It's a continent on its own. So, Graham, you're an early riser also, I think. Maybe you've been up sometime. 3 time zones. And is 2 hours the longest one? To 0 hours, the shortest? It's like America. They have a number of time zones there, from California to Florida, across the west to the east coast of America. UK, where I'm from, just one time zone because very small country in comparison. 3 hours. And probably changing all the time, are they? UK's just changed from 1 hour. It used to be to help the farmers, but it keeps going. There is 7 hours time difference here between UK and Philippines. It's 7 now. It was 8 a week or 2 ago. Don't forget to adjust your watch. Hope you have a good day, Graham, there. Australia is a beautiful country. I've never been. My sister went, stayed a month in a camper van there, said it's beautiful. Just stretch and wake up. Black Panther. What the hello, Manila, London. Good morning. How is London today? Cold, I think. It's October. It's the infrastructure for the time zones in Australia. They cannot handle the power requirements of the hot summers. Yeah, it gets very hot there. Manila, London, you're on your own. Yeah, everybody's still in bed. I'm always the first one up here. I can't sleep in the morning. And usually there's a little bit of noise, people getting up here, and a little bit of noise will get me out of bed anyway. Manila, London, it's 11:30 here in England. You're still up there? It's cold there, I think, now. Your garden, you will not get much done. I hope your calamansi plant is covered or sheltered. Manila, London is here. Graham. She's a good subscriber of hers. We talk often. I'm in her country and she's in mine. She has an interesting channel. I'm always looking at her garden. It's very neat, your garden. Puts a lot of work in there, I think. Ha! You're covered up there with new duvets. Thank you. You need to keep warm there now. I think the temperature is 0. You'll be missing the hot weather in the Philippines, I think. Our terrace looks amazing. Yeah, I've planted lots of things there. I've even planted trees because I want it looking like a jungle, I think, and they're growing. I wonder who got the better deal, swapping countries. Yeah, I was living in Yorkshire, Northern England. No, I'm not American. They all think you're Americano here. Mainly Americans and some Australians. Yeah, I'm from England. Northampton, that's maybe 100 miles from where I live. It's on the way towards London, that. They pass it on the M1 motorway. I know it. Yeah, you have to make the most of where you are. There's some things I miss in England. And if I'm in England, usually I was working on the market and it's cold. I used to think, I wish I'm in Philippines, it's always warm. But sometimes it's so hot in the Philippines, I think, I'm missing a bit of snow or a frosty morning to wrap up and have a nice walk. Yeah, sometimes I miss the cold weather, believe it or not. Come back then. Yeah, I'm going back in a few weeks to see my 2 boys. They're grown up, but I always go back to see them. I'm going back there in November for a few weeks. That's all. And then come back to Philippines for Christmas. Christmas is good here. It started already. We were in the shops yesterday and all the Christmas trees, everything is there. All the Christmas carols are playing. But you can't get a white Christmas here. You might get one there in London. You might get a bit of snow. I think that always makes it a bit more like magical. Stay here for 6 months and stay there for 6 months too. Yeah, I used to do that because I was working all the time. And if I worked on the market or even the car booths, it was good to work summer, but winter is hard work there outside and little customers. Yeah, Graham, Baggio has cool weather and they grow strawberries there, but I've never been. That's where we should have headed, I think, Baggio. And also you're on the mainland. It's good if you want to fly anywhere. Whereas if you're in Mindanao, you're a bit out of it, really. You're in the sticks. You can't fly many places. Manila, Cebu, possibly Davao. I didn't look. But... Graham was in Baguio for 14 weeks this year. How was it, Graham, there? Manila, London. I haven't put our Christmas tree up yet. You know, English people will laugh if we put Xmas too early. Yeah, we laugh here, the English people. And the Americans too. Joking about if you see the carols playing and things. Graham's testing the water. He's having a look, see how he would adapt to life in the Philippines. If you like Baguio, I don't know. I know it's cooler there, and I think it's a good idea. It can be very hot and humid here. People are very friendly here, you'll probably find, Graham. They would welcome you there, I'm sure. Manila, London is laughing at the Christmas tree. We spotted one a month ago anyway. They're up early. I think some leave their trees up all year here and their trimmings, decorations. Yeah, Manila, London is harvesting her vegetables. Now is harvest time, October, yeah. It's your chance to get everything in now. What are you harvesting? Any eggplant? Yeah, in Manila, London, you and all the squirrels will be getting all your food in now, ready for winter. Clear your garden. So, Graham, are you coming back to the Philippines or are tons of tomatoes, Manila, London? Yeah, when you grow tomatoes, I think you can get plenty and you can't keep up with eating them. There's so many if you have a good crop. There's something eating your tomatoes also. Is it a rat? Back before Christmas, Graham. That's good. And you're going back to Baguio? Oh, the squirrels are eating them. I thought they just collected acorns and nuts and things. But they like your tomatoes too. I need hedgehog here. We can't help you. There's no hedgehogs in the Philippines. And I don't see slugs here. You've got slugs. They're terrible. They will eat all your plants. The shops make a fortune selling slug pellets there. Good morning, Nod. How are you? Thanks for all your comments. I'm okay, Nod. I'm up early having a cup of tea. Everybody sleeps here late. Thanks for all your jokes, Nod. You're up early there. What time is it there, Nod? Here is 6:45 in the morning. The tea I drink is Thai food tea or Brook Bond. I bring it from UK. They got 11:41 p.m. there. Where are you, Nod? 11:41 UK. Manila, London is in UK also. Graham, he went to explore further north of Baguio. He's staying longer on his next trip. Yeah, it's a good idea. You can have a few months here easily. Longer. They don't mind you staying. Nod's in London. Manila, London, and we've got Nod in London as well. Staying for a year, Graham. Graham's coming for a year. Nod, my partner's always in bed at this time, still asleep. You've got it. We sort of get to bed before midnight, and she likes to get 8 hours, but I can't sleep. I've got to be up early. Lazy. Yeah, you're right there. She'll wake up when she gets hungry. Great to walk around, Nod says. Yeah, it's good to be up early and doing things. Yeah, sometimes I walk in if we need shopping. I don't take the tricycle. I like to have a look where I'm walking and maybe take a video. There's always something happens if you walk, but if you're in the tricycle, you're sort of contained. Yeah, not I'm going to UK in 3 weeks. I'm going back for 3 weeks. I have 2 boys there, so go see them. No, I'm coming back here for Christmas because they've all got their own agenda there now. Probably they're going to their mothers or something. That's what they usually do. So I come back here, have Christmas here. It's nice to stay for a few weeks, but I don't want to get under their feet too long. You know, they've got their own lives. I don't want them getting fed up of me. So, but I was just saying to Manila, London, and to Graham, nice to get back for a bit of cold weather. I miss it. Manila, London, I have pakoy, spinach, mustard, salad, eggplant, chilies, bell peppers, okra, sayote, I don't know some of these, lofa, and radishes, white corns, cucumbers to harvest. You better get a stall on the market, Manila, London. You can't eat all that lot and all those tomatoes. Yeah, Nod, that's great. Yeah, nice to come back for a change as well. No, she doesn't come with me. We applied once for her to come because I used to sell on the market and they wouldn't let her in. They said, if you come here, that you won't go back. They must think UK is so fantastic that people don't want to go back, but they do. And we never bothered again, and my plans adjusted to sort of being out here. Yeah, she'd like to come. We didn't plan it this time. We didn't apply again, and it's such a faff. You've got to go to Manila and mess about applying, which we did last time, and then you have to wait for their approval. And when it came through and they said no, we were pissed off with it all. We've not bothered since. Manila, London. No, I did not stole them. You did not stole. No, growing all your. I said you should go on the market and sell them. You'll have so many tomatoes. Yeah, I know you grew them. I've seen your garden, Manila, London. I've seen your greenhouse. Nod says, I'm best off where you made sweet home. Yeah, you've got to make the most of where you are, really. So is Philippines better than UK? Yeah, they're both okay. But make the most of where you are. Manila, London says, am I bored in the Philippines sometimes? I can be sometimes, but I like gardening, so that fills the day. I've got Netflix on the TV, and there's some good programs. I read books, and with 3 teenage girls here, so I've plenty of jobs around the house because they're always at college and need looking after. So I'm not bored very much, no. Sometimes I go for a walk. Nod says I'm never bored. Mickey's happy. Yeah, most of the time. Nod, you're right. I think Nod is happy too because he makes me laugh. Manila, London is very kind. She's given all her vegetables away to friends and people at work. Yeah, my father used to have an allotment and he gave all his away in the end. He had so much. Nod says, I guess what makes us happy is right. Yeah, you're right there. And if you have the right state of mind, you will stay happy, stay positive. That's true, Nod. Yeah, Nod says it's great to make people smile. And that's true. If you go out and make people happy, you feel better. If you're a giving sort of person, I think you have a happy life. Nod says, oh, Manila, London, Philippines is good to live in. Yeah, the people here are very friendly. They're always smiling here, even they got no money, some of them. They're always trying to be happy. So, Philippines is good. It's good atmosphere. The sun always shines and the people always smile. You're right there, Nod. Graham, I got mine a tourist visa. We applied for a 12-month visa, but she got a 3-month entry visa. It took around 10 weeks to be approved in Australia. Australian immigration is tough on P9s. Yeah, and it's tough here in UK. I'm still on a tourist visa here. I never got round to doing anything different. Not currently any snakes encounter. There was one on this balcony about a year ago. I thought it was a leaf falling out of one of the plants, and it was a snake coming down from about 8 foot up. It was soon gone. It wasn't a big one. And it came up here because we had ladders for builders working on the roof. And I once saw one in Boracay. It was a striped one. I thought it was somebody's old school tie in the water. And it's one of those very venomous ones. I don't know the name. But it sure as hell puts you off going in the water. Manila, London. She says she's giving her vegetables away and they want more. That's because you're growing delicious vegetables. And it saves them buying them, you know. They're not contented, they want more. That's life. Yeah, the Boracay was far away. That was a few years back. We went just to see a beautiful beach. But the snake was on the balcony here. But I haven't seen one since we moved the ladders. But I've got a grapevine growing now, so I'll have to watch it's not climbing up that. They get them in the province, the snakes. They're always rushing out with their machetes if they get one. They don't like them. Her uncle found one in his bed one night, and luckily it was the snake that died, not him, and they ate it. No, they are happy people, even no money. That is the best about the Filipino. That's very true. Some are very poor here, but they're always cheerful and pleasant to you, and they're friendly to foreigners. Not says you've made a jungle on that balcony, so be careful, yeah. The builder said to me, you've plenty plants here, you will get snakes, but I don't like just concrete and tiles. I like a bit of greenery. Manila, London, ha ha ha. Yeah, you will get plenty friends growing plenty vegetables. Veggie and rice, lechon and rice. Yeah, plenty lechon here. They love to roast a pig. We had roast pig at her father's a while back, maybe a month ago, 6 weeks ago. Her brother came back from Saudi. Lifetime Gaming, say hey. Hi, everybody. Lifetime Gaming is here. Have a good day. I don't know where you are, if it's morning or evening. Nod says, is our home privately CCTV? No, we didn't do that, Nod, and yeah, it's okay. No, we don't have CCTV. We should have it, really. These homes in the subdivision, we got burgled, actually. Even there's guards on the gate. And it wasn't an outsider. It was some kid staying with his uncle. His uncle had brought him into the subdivision. And the locks on these doors, it was my own fault. I never got round to putting a proper lock on. If it was one of these cheap locks, if we got locked out, you could get in with a credit card. And before I could get round to changing it, we got burgled. But that was our own fault as well. And Graham says, Graham says, I would avoid eating pork. That swine flu virus is serious stuff. I haven't read too much about that. Maybe they're keeping it quiet here because that's mainly what everybody eats here, pork and chicken. We eat a lot of fish as well. I'll have a look into the news on that, Graham. Manila, London, I have to say bye for now. It's midnight and she's got work tomorrow. You need to be in bed. I would like to stay, but my eyes is closing. Nice to meet you all here, your host. I will see you next live stream. Thanks for joining Manila, London, and look in on her channel. She's a very nice lady in London with her husband, and I think he's English. I heard him speak, but didn't see him. So look in on her channel, and she's a keen gardener, beautiful garden. Good night then, Manila, London. You need a guard dog? Yeah, probably, but in these subdivisions, the gardens are too small, so they do have dogs here, and they all close off. And a lot of them feel secure because there's guards on the gate. I didn't expect to get burgled by somebody living here, but you never know, do you? Manila, London. Graham says good night. Not currently. Try get an Alsatian. No, I can't feed all this lot without feeding an Alsatian. These three girls have got good appetites here. But it's an idea. If I lived outside the subdivision, I would get a dog. Not currently. There's no swine. There's only dengue fever. Yeah, that seems to be a problem here with the mosquitoes. And unfortunately, it's a lot of kids that get that. I try and keep all the mosquitoes out here. I've grills on the window. Nod, it's 7 o'clock in the morning here. Sammy the Gatchi Bee. Hello to you. Not says 4 5 a.m. I'm an early riser. Yeah, but I was late this morning, 6 o'clock. I didn't go to bed till midnight. And I did wake up at 4, but went back to sleep again. Graham, swine flu is rampant throughout the Philippines and other Southeast Asian countries at the moment. I will do my research on that one, Graham. Not is joking. Haha. He's good. Not says am I in the subdivision, so it's okay all there, just outer area. Yeah. I can walk into the Gazano area for the groceries and pay some bills and things. It's about less than a mile. But it's nice to be out of the city as well. Not says there's another YouTuber in Naga City, a Brit in the Philippines. Yeah, I've seen him, and I have a friend there also. He puts his 2 kids on, Michael and Daniel, and 2 Scouse kids because they're from London. Not London, Liverpool, sorry. 2 Scouse kids in the Philippines, Michael and Daniel. Yeah, I've seen a Brit in the Philippines there also. I think he's married with a few kids there. Yeah, I've watched some of his stuff. He's good too. There's my sister on now. Maggie Cherry. She's in, how you doing, Mags? Down in Pelsall near Wolverhampton in the West Midlands. She says, go back to that pet shop and save that dog. Good night. Yeah, I put a photo of a poor dog in the pet shop. Nobody bought him. I'm going back. I will check. Good night, Mags. Get to bed. It's midnight. She's a big Wolves fan. Nod's laughing. Haha, Scouse. Yeah, we're all Liverpool fans, me and him in Naga City. We have a chat about that. They're top of the division. Yeah, Nod's obviously a dog, king dog. He says, save the poor dog. I'm sure somebody's taken that dog. They have lots of dogs here. You've got to be serious if you get a dog. You've got to look after them. But this place is too small for a dog. I would get one if we had a big garden. They would protect your property. My sister's gone to bed, I think. Good night, Mags. Nod says you need to swim if there's a pool. Yeah, there is a pool here, and it's good, and I need to do it more often. Usually we all go down together, but I ought to just go on my own while everybody's sleeping. I used to run here, jog, but too many dogs. I turned around the other day, there's one chasing me. I think they see somebody running, and they think, oh, they're running away from something, but I'm just trying to keep fit. So yeah, Nod, you're right. I'm going to get back into that swimming. I think it's 75 peso to go in, and it's 100 peso at night, but that keeps the pool from being overcrowded. There's hardly anybody in. Paying the fee puts them off, but I don't mind because I don't go too often. M. Jean vlog. Hi to M. Jean. I think I know who that is. She says it's very early, don't wake anybody up. Yeah, Nod says you seriously need to swim, I think. It's warm, go get dips. Yeah, it's beautiful at night in there. in the pool. I do go, but I've got out the habit of going. And my son in UK says, why you not? Because he's keep fit. He goes running, jogging. He's in the gym. He said if he was there, he would swim in it every day. He's one of these that swims up and down, doing lengths, keeping fit. Yeah, I'm going to get back into the pool. Maggie Cherry, my sister, says, all right, good night. There, yeah, everywhere. Well, you can hear the dogs all the time. The dogs and the chickens, relentless here. 75 peso, not bad. Yeah, it's just over a quid. Yes, they used to be 75 to the pound, but it's 65 now. Not says it's my breakfast at Jollibee's or at home today. If Jollibee's was 50 yards away, it would be Jollibee's, but it's in the, I got to walk nearly a mile. What's on the brekkie menu, Mick? Brekkie. I didn't hear that word brekkie for a while. I tell you what I'm going to have, Nod. I have oats, and I put a few peanuts in, and I have a banana and sometimes also a mango and a bit of honey. And I laugh at them all heading for the rice cooker because I have it about the same time as them. It's dead easy. I'm easy to please with food here. They're all getting the rice cooker on 3 times a day, but my breakfast is simple, 2 minutes to prepare. Maggie says the dogs obviously like you. Go swimming. Yeah, there's no dogs in the water. The water's pretty safe. No crocodiles either. When we had an earthquake here, we all rushed outside. We stand in the open. And somebody said, the swimming pool would be the safest place. I said, no, there's danger of tsunami. Joke, Max. Yeah, I don't think there'll be any dogs following me in the water. I'm going to go. Dod's right. Need to get back into that pool. It's a beautiful pool as well. It's cleaned every week, every Monday. I thought you were going to bed, Maggie Cherry. Dod says you walk a mile. Oh my God, stamina, Mick. Yeah, I only walk early in the morning because it's the coolest part of the day. I walk early, and then the shopping mall's not open till 9, so I nip into Jollibee. That says the pool is a safe place from dogs, but you need armbands. Yeah, probably. MGene vlog, you know how to swim? Hey. Yeah, I know how to stay afloat, but I'm not an Olympic standard swimmer. Doggy paddle. Lie on my back and kick my legs. No, not San Miguel. Yeah, later. You can get that in England as well. I see it in my lad's fridge when I got back. Noddy's laughing. Not say San Miguel Red Horse will keep Mick happy. Yeah, and I bought a big bottle of Tandoy. Because in England, I like the odd little glass of whiskey. I don't go mad with it. Lasts me a while. And I was thinking, I paid 100 peso for a litre. It's like their rum, isn't it? But I can drink that instead of whiskey. And it's a lot cheaper, that. 107 peso, I think it was. 150 or something. Oh, Maggie Cherry said good night. Are you going this time, or are you coming back for an encore? Good night there in England, West Midlands, Wolverhampton. Regards to Simon and Jack. I think the beer is the same price, but and wine is expensive, that's the same price as UK. But if you want spirits, it's a bit cheaper here. So there must be a lot of tax on spirits in UK. Same with the petrol, plenty tax. I don't drive here, but looking at the petrol, it's half the price. Yeah, everybody's welcome here if there's a birthday party. They don't put the food away for, in UK, we think, oh, put that in the fridge, we'll have that for dinner tomorrow. Or here, it's, they invite people off the street to eat with you. If they kill a pig, it's all gone. It's sent to neighbours, or the neighbours are invited. Barbecue roasts every day. We're not like the Vikings feasting all the time, none. Barbecue roasts every day. But I think if you were here, Nod, you'd have barbecue and roasts every day. No, I've not eaten rare meat or snake here. If I was in you, Maggie Cherry's gone to bed, no encore. She's not kidding this time. Good night. I've eaten rare meat, like a rare steak in UK, but not here. I don't trust it in this climate. I haven't seen rare meat here. Oh, you're meaning like snake or crocodile? Not yet. I haven't had anything. I always play safe. I haven't had any crocodile adobo or anything yet. I went in to eat all you can, and I picked up these little star-shaped things, and I said, "What's this bit of chicken?" But it was the frogs out the rice field. They don't eat it, although it's supposed to be like chicken. I'm sure all the Chinese here are eating plenty different exotic things. No, I haven't tried anything different here. I'm trying to rack my brain. No. Yeah, stick with what you eat is what you know. Stick to what you know. I'm trying to eat all the chicken, so there's less noise here. You can get a roast chicken, a grilled chicken here. It's sometimes if you're out, you can eat. Yesterday we had chicken and rice, and they bring you extra rice. They gave us free iced tea. It was 100 peso. It's hardly worth cooking for two of you to get a meal like that, and very filling. Fish is nice here, Bangus. I eat that often. And I love the soy sauce. I don't have it in UK, but the soy sauce with fish and chicken, delicious, with a bit of lime juice and chili pepper. Oh, I could eat that now instead of oats. I cannot do with doodle doodle in 3, 4 a.m. with chickens. Yeah, if you come here. And it's not just 3 or 4 a.m. Not. You can hear them in the night. You can hear them all day. You don't get them in the subdivision, although I saw some chaps, because a lot of cockfighting here. He'd smuggled in his prize cockerel. I'm glad he wasn't living next door to me, but they're not supposed to be here. Yeah, no, barbecue sauce, delicious, and I love all that stuff. Soy sauce. Yeah, the chickens and the roosters, the cockerels, it's the sound of the Philippines, especially when you get to the province. They've all got the chickens for eggs, and they've got the cockerels for the cockfighting. There's gambling here on that. So every house, they don't have one cockerel. They got 3 or 4 next door to you, and the other side maybe 5 or 6. If they don't have a cockerel, they got chickens. Graham, much of Philippines food is an acquired taste. It's nothing like Thai or Vietnam food. You're right. From what I know, I went to Thailand and the food was different. They had a lot of curry food there, and there was more variation, more choice. I like the food in Thailand. You need your wife to be a good cook here, because there's not much. If you go in the supermarket, it's very limited what you can buy. You can get beef, but I don't see much of it around. It's pork is the food here, and chickens. Yeah, chicken adobo is their dish here, and it's tasty. I like it. And I've got Jean cooking me a curry now, and she does it with coconut milk, and it's tasty. But they don't know of curries here really much. That's something you can get in the UK that I miss, a good curry. Yeah, it's an acquired taste, Graham. I would have thought in Baguio they'd have a bit more variety, you know. Nod, if you ever have time, I'd love to see nighttime seeing near your area if you're out at night. I will try that, Nod, but I'm not often out in the city. I think where I am, there's not too much. But yeah, I once walked through Manila at night, and there was plenty going on. There's single men, they're all in Makati and places. Oh, there's plenty of nightlife there, plenty of beautiful women. Not currently. If not, that's fine too. Love your humor vids. Always get in bed before sleep and watch when I get notified. Thanks for watching, Nod. I've seen you often and appreciate you. Yeah, I'll have to get out for a beer with my friend in Naga. It's not the Brit in the Philippines. It's my friend Michael and Daniel, Scouse kids in the Philippines. I would have a beer if I was in his company. When I go for fruit here, because not so many bars, they just get beers at the Sari Sari. I have a beer there with 1 or 2 Filipinos I know. Oh, what's going on here? Everybody's up. I'm getting a cup of tea. This one's gone cold in my hand. I've held it for an hour. Jean is in the house. Here's my breakfast, Nod. It's not as planned. It's a cup of tea and a cake, but I'll always eat a nice cake. Nod says, next time get haddock from fish market, boneless. Marinate it, cut some chips. You've made fish and chips in the Philippines. Yeah, I miss fish and chips, Nod. Closest I got to fish and chips was in the English bar in Manila, and they'd some sort of whitefish. They'd got the hang of it and made it pretty close. Nod says hello, Jean. Jean, she's hanging out the window here. You're not throwing yourself out the window, are you? She's just waking up. She shouts hello. Jean says hello, Nod. Graham says most of the beef is crap, is right. They label it as Australian beef, but I never had beef that crappy here in Oz. He's right. They put it in soup here. I can't do much with it here. The only beef I could stomach was ground beef from Monterey Meats or SM. I just made hamburgers. I agree with you, Graham. I don't eat beef here. Not say morning to you. Give him a wave.
Hello, good morning. Just waking up.
Half asleep, not. It'll be midday before she comes round. Sapphire Arctic, cheers. Hello, Sapphire Arctic. I don't know where you are. Are you in the Arctic? I don't think so, but good morning. Mick, you're getting 5-star treatment from your partner. Yeah, that's why I stay here, Nod. Nod says what you're cooking for your breakfast. I can guess. Artist, cook, chef. That's you. What's for your breakfast, Jean?
My breakfast is very special.
Special?
Yeah.
What?
Rice with hot water and salt.
Rice with hot water and a bit of salt. I'd rather have this cake. Her mother's been, I think your mother's gone home. Her mother was staying for a few days. She keeps coming in. What is our viand? That means what we're having, what meat. I said it's a surprise, but for sure it will be accompanied with rice. That's a certainty here. Your partner, all in one, multitasking. Yeah, you're a star, artist, cook, comedian, sometimes. He likes your humor too.
Oh.
Their humor is different. They only laugh if you fall in the river here. She don't laugh at any of my jokes, but fall in the river, they're killing themselves. They like Laurel and Hardy.
Just bye for now. I need to go back downstairs, get my breakfast.
She's off for her breakfast now. Food is very important to them here.
Yeah, breakfast is the most important thing in the day.
The first question they ask you is, did you eat? Ronan Mines, moan. Yeah, you're gonna moan now and again, Ronan. Especially at my age, you like to have a little moan. Not current, enjoy your rice. Nod says, enjoy your rice.
Yeah, thank you.
You want some, Nod? A bit of hot water and a bit of salt in. Stick with fish and chips. Graham says slapstick is the only humour they seem to enjoy. Yeah, it's different humour here. In UK, we take the piss out of here. You know, we get great fun of having jokes at somebody's expense. You can't do it here, especially in the province. They don't understand it, and they all carry machetes anyway. You don't want to get misunderstood. Vegetables and rice. Yes, some nice veg here. They have a lot of leafy veg. Depending on how they do it, some of it is okay. Graham's sarcasm goes right over there. Yeah. Graham's been to Badger and experienced it. He knows what he's talking about. They like Mr. Bean humour, but then again, I suppose everybody likes Mr. Bean. But if you take the piss out of them, they don't get it, and you have to be careful you don't obsess them. In UK, we love taking the piss out of each other. That's something I miss. Even they take the piss out of me, I miss that. Yeah, coconuts. Good for you, Mick, Nod says. Yeah, I'd like to drink the water. I tell her father if he comes, they don't come often, bring a coconut. I like drinking the water, and it's expensive in the UK, but here it's plentiful. Good for the stomach. Specific Gacha 2, what the? Yeah. W2ATF, good morning. Special Gacha. Have a good day wherever you are. Cake for breakfast, that's a treat. Vegetables, fruit, expensive there. Nod says, no, not really. It's fair. You can buy bananas. The fruit here, Nod, is delicious. Uh, Bananas are so fruity. When you go back to England, they taste stale. Pineapples are cheap. What's got expensive is mango here. It depends on the season. We were buying for 60, 90 pence a kilo, but I've seen them at 200 peso a kilo, which is like £3 in the city at some time. Yeah, 65, 75 a kilo. I've been buying mango because they're delicious here. 90 peso a kilo I paid recently. Sometimes I go to a little fruit stall. He says, I didn't buy mango. They're too dear at the moment. I says, just get a few. I'll give you the extra. Sometimes in the province you can buy them 50 peso a kilo. It's for the mango. But mangoes are my favorite. They're delicious here. I don't see a lot of veg, you don't get like you do in UK. The broccoli is expensive and it's not very fresh. I don't know where it's coming from. Same with the cauliflower. Often they'll sell it and they'll cut the bits of mold off the top, wrap it up and put it back on sale. And they want like a quid for it, 60, 70 peso. But the fruit is delicious here. I stick with fruit and her kids eat a lot of fruit. Pineapple, mango, bananas. Have those all the time. Melon. And there's lots of different fruits that we don't get. Worth trying. It's strange exotic fruits, durian. Not everybody likes that one. Papaya, there's all sorts of fruits, jackfruits. And they're all delicious. Some of these you've never heard of. I try them. I love the fruit here. But the veg I find is not plentiful. There's no potatoes. You have to have sweet potatoes. It's not as good if you want to make chips. Not says you have to watch the budget or get it cheaper. Yeah, we watch our budget because we got 3 girls here growing up, teenagers now, 17, 19, 21, and they're all at school and you've got to pay for that. Graham says most vegetables that Westerners recognise are grown in northern Luzon. Maybe that's a better climate for growing them. Mindanao, probably too hot. Graham knows his stuff from being here up in Baguio. He's going north. You're going north when you come back, Graham, I think. You're coming back for a year. How much is it, for example, one banana or pineapple? Do they sell just one? Yeah, they'll sell one here. They'll sell you one cigarette in the shops if you're a smoker. I think we're paying 50 peso for a pineapple or something. Can be 40 or 50. A bunch of bananas is about 50 peso. maybe get 10 bananas on or more. Yeah, things grow fast here, plenty of heat. And you can stick things in the ground, they seem to grow. We cut the top off a pineapple, shoved it in a pot, and it's growing. They send roots out, and you can grow stuff easily here. And I know they have seasons here. They say, oh, it's rainy season, but it's not like we have the 4 seasons. Things grow every day, 4 crops a year. So they yield their coconuts, and then they're off producing again 3-4 months later. You get another crop. NYG, hey, tell some stories from your youth. NYG, it's so far back I can't remember. What was it like during World War II? Hey, I'm not that old. I've missed some here. Yeah, no, there's plenty of fruits here that you wouldn't know about, and they're delicious also. Yeah, like you can get fruits for 50p. Not yeah. 100 peso is a pound. No, it's 65 to the pound now. With all this Brexit, currency has gone down. When I first came here 10 years ago, it was 80 peso to the pound. Now it's 65. Hopefully it'll climb back up when all this Brexit business is sorted. And that's the same for the pound in Thailand. I have a friend there. That's gone right down in Thailand. I think they're struggling, some of the expats there. You get more for your money in the Philippines. Ants is a problem here. I just put this cake down. It was in my hand a minute ago. I don't know where they come from. You don't see them. There's hundreds of ants here. Not says here you buy chilies, tomatoes, onions, garlics, coriander, stacks up to a fiver, £5, which would be over 300 peso, 320 peso. It's expensive, and especially London, I'd imagine not. I don't know how you live there with it's expensive, isn't it? Yeah, you can live cheaper here, especially in the province. You can live very cheaply, but it depends. If you want things like aircon and internet, it's, you're trying to live a more Western lifestyle, it gets more expensive. You'll have to get over here, Nod. Have a look round. Yeah, Nod says veg gone expensive with Brexit. Yeah, it's very unsettled time, really, there. Nod says, come here, wish I could. There's always time. Most foreigners come here to meet the women, really. They're very beautiful, and they're very caring. Nod says it's hard as it is, so make do with make do, pal. Yeah, we all survive, don't we? I can't eat this cake, there's ants in it. Nod says, yes, I know, very great people. Yeah, they're very friendly if you come here. Do you smoke? No, I don't smoke. I used to have an odd cigar, but if you do smoke here, it's cheap. Cigarettes very cheap. I sometimes bring a sleeve back for a friend there. They're starting to put more tax on the cigarettes, though, for the health issue and obviously to make money. Or just drink. Yeah, I just drink. But I drink less now that I've got a bit older. I can abstain, as long as I got tea, keeps me going here. I miss a pint of Guinness. I don't seem to see that around here. But I'll have a pint of that when I get back. San Miguel and Red Horse is the drinks here. Taxi's common now, says Nod. They know people. Shove it in bags, so common thing, fags, yeah. Jean, drink tea or water, it's safe. Yeah, but the tea makes you sweat. But if you like tea, you can't get out the habit of drinking it. Sometimes you need to change your shirt after a cup of tea. Nod, what's your plan today? What will I do? I don't make plans much, Nod. We've been shopping yesterday, so we don't need to maybe just have a quiet day round here. Household chores, catch up on washing, peg it out. But maybe I'll go swimming at some point. Nod, I might take you up on your advice and get in that pool. I'll put a video on. You can see our pool. It's best at night, that pool. They have a few lights on. He's given me a film to watch here, Nod. Watch Wounds 2019. Have a look out for that one then. Sometimes it's different what we have here. But I've watched a lot of good stuff. I've watched Breaking Bad, The Vikings, Brill film, Wounds. I just watched the other film with Pinkman in, a follow-up to Breaking Bad. Money Heist, I watched that. Yeah, if you're here, I recommend getting Netflix. I can't watch their TV. It's Plenty Vice Gander, and that's their comedian, and a few soaps. A lot of the news, you have to go to CNN and stuff, but I don't bother with their TV. I just get Netflix. I think it cost us $3.50 peso. It's well worth it. I will look out for that one, Nod. Wounds. Yeah, I watch it on mobile. I download on mobile because sometimes when you go here, pay a bill or something, you could be in a queue for an hour. $7.99 a month there. So what is ours? Yeah, £8. Ours is a bit cheaper, but I think if you want two screens, it's a little bit. We've just got it on the one screen. Yeah, I would recommend anybody in the Philippines that needs to fill their time, get Netflix. There's so much you can watch on there. But nice to get recommendations. I'll look out for that film. think my son is watching Hardy Books. That's a bit crazy. Yeah, you can pass your time easily enough here. You don't need to get bored. I read a book. I've got the TV. There is like not a pool down there if I want to go swimming. Like a bit of gardening, bit of walking. Uh, he remembers old Laurel and Hardy. Yeah, they were before my time, believe it or not. Also, no, I have to remember them. Graham, what do you use for watching sports? Well, I used to get the cable here and get some Premier League football, but that's sort of gone. That's why I don't bother also with the TV. It doesn't show any football or very little. I have to stream it here, and I go on stream to watch, and that seems to get for the football, and there are other things on there too. Um, some of the streams from UK they don't work here, but that's the most recent one I've been watching. Stream to watch. So if you want to watch some sport, get on there. I think, but just get it on your stream it. Nod is 45. I thought you were younger, Nod. Can you not download streaming apps? Or is it much complicated for you? I think there's beIN Sports, and I did download the app, but I didn't get a lot of joy out of it. Maybe because I didn't subscribe to payment or something. But I just what I usually do is search on the computer, and that's the one I've come up with. Stream to watch. I can get the football, so I've not bothered looking for any apps. Nod says get Pocket TV APK. I'll have a look out for that. Ah, if Graham's listening, maybe you try that. Nod says get Pocket TV APK app for your smart TV. Awesome as all. Black Panther moan. I'm not moaning. You should see me when I'm moan. I put Victor Meldrew to shame. Graham, Teo is another one to look out for. I need to write some of these down because I think this print goes off after. Teo, trying to remember that. Ah, Black Panther is laughing. Good morning, Black Panther. I've taught my partner to swear with moaning, you know. The tricycle pulls up. Her mother and father. I said, oh, bloody hell, your mother and father's here again. She knows all the swear words now. Nod says, have you got any trainers now that you sold all? All gone. I haven't even got a pair for myself. The women with one leg took them all. But seriously, that happened to me. I was at the car boot. I had a pair of shoes, and she came up, this woman in a wheelchair. She said, how much? I says, it's £2 for the shoe. She said, I've only got one leg, I'll give you £1. She seriously said that to me, and I let her have them. I thought, fair play. I think she went to the sock stall next and knocked him down as well. Yeah, it happened, that. Woman with one leg. You get all sorts of characters at these car booths. I used to do a few markets, but car booths were busier, and you can sell what you like, and nobody bothers you on a Sunday there. You can take a few quid as well. When I get back for any longer, I might do a few car booths. I've still got a bag of stuff there in my son's attic I need to get rid of. I don't know if they do them in Australia, the car boots, Graham. Teo, I must remember that one. Teo. They don't do car boots here, that's for sure, because nobody's got a car. Or just the rich ones in this subdivision and a few others. Graham says they do them, but it's not common. Yeah, it's took over in the UK. They're everywhere. Maybe we're a bit... I suppose in the cities there, you think they'd do them, yeah. For me, that was a good way of earning money and coming to the Philippines, because for 10 years I was coming backwards and forwards, and you can't get back to the UK and say, oh, I want to work, and I only want to work for 6 months in the summer. It's very difficult to get set on with anybody. But if you go and buy some things and sell them at a car boot, you can make some. You don't make big money, but you make enough to survive and even save a bit. So for me, I could just, I'd get back, I'd have a van parked up somewhere. I'd still have all the stock in, because everybody thought it was just junk in there. They left it alone. Nobody tried to break in. And then I'd go and earn a few quid, make some money, and come back here again and have enough to last for the winter in UK, because you can't work outside selling. You can, but it's hard to make money. Nod says, notice once you're at Stall Market how they call you in Philippines. Come, buy, sir. Welcome, they need a sale. Yeah, they will call you here. Life in the Philippines, I guess, you're right. Yeah, time flies. I came here 10 years ago. I came with my next door neighbor. He was divorced, but we just stayed a month. I didn't meet anybody here. I came back later and met Jean. Yeah, I sold my house in the UK. I didn't get much for it. Nod. I think I ended up with 40 grand in my pocket. And I bought this house here eventually, but 3-4 years ago. Once I'd paid the mortgage off, there wasn't much left. But you can buy outright here, but you can't own it. You have to be really committed to your partner to get involved with doing something like that. At first, we lived in the province. I think we converted underneath the mother and father's house, they're all built up high. So we lived down there. I think that it probably cost us 2 grand to kit it all out. We lived there on and off. Not on and off. I was back and forwards. I lived on and off, but they stayed there. Nod says, okay, you have to be married to Filipina. Yeah, there's ways to own a house here, and condominiums are easier. If you're married, there's ways of owning your house, but I've never got too into that. Yeah, this is in her name. That's why she's always looking happy, Nod. This house is in her name. But she didn't change the locks yet. Every time I've come back, I can still get in. If we didn't buy, we would have rented somewhere like this eventually, I suppose, because try and have some comfort. Probably if we wanted to rent this, I worked it out. Although rents can be very cheap here, you can rent in the province for 15 quid a week or something, or even less. You could get something 15 quid a month. But you can also, in a subdivision with everything furnished, aircon, television, you could pay maybe 200 quid. And if you're paying that sort of rent, you would end up buying it over a period of time. You could buy a house for what rent you're giving. Nod says awkwardness, visas stay, then go in office every 4 months to renew your stay. Yeah, I do all that. I just nip in every couple of months, renew it. I think it'll work out. I worked it out. It's about 40 quid a month over 6 months for me. So it's £10 a week. But if you want to go for permanent and that, you can do that, but you have to give them a lump sum as well. You have to get married, and although I call her my wife, we didn't get married. You've got to faff about going to Manila, and if you're happy enough together, you stay together. You don't need to go in a church or registry office to fill in all these forms. So I just keep renewing my visa. I find I can get a flight back to the UK, reasonable price, if I do it every 6 months. So I go and visit my two boys. They're 32, 34. Have a bit of time, and shoot back here again and start the process again. I find if it's over 6 months, the flights seem to go up a few hundred quid. So I offset that against getting a flight for 400 or 500 quid. I've had flights for 300 quid, 330 quid here, which isn't bad at all. I think the last one I paid 470. That's the most I've paid recently for a return flight in the UK. My boys don't. Do they often come see you there in the Philippines? No, they've never set foot in the place. My eldest son came with his wife to Singapore and Bali and all those places, but he didn't come in here. He said, Mindanao's too dangerous. But I go back and see them there, you know. My other son don't like the heat, and he likes his comforts. I think you've got to rough it a bit coming to the Philippines, so he didn't come out this way. No, I never found any danger here. Just use your brain, and you will be okay. The only danger I've been in is when I've upset the wife, to keep out the way. But no. And if you're here and you're with the Filipina, they tend to take care of everything. People leave you alone. They don't pester you. No, it's not really dangerous, but you need to avoid the south of Mindanao. There's some hot spots. Obviously, you keep away from those areas. Wandering around on your own in the wrong place, but you can do that in New York, London, anywhere. Yeah, I've been here 10 years. And you get to Manila and they say, here at the airport, even the Filipinos, they say, well, where are you going? I say, oh, I'm off to Mindanao. They say, oh, be careful, it's dangerous there. But I didn't see any problems. Yeah, there are kidnappings in the south sometimes. Often it happens on a beach. They will come to a resort by boat, but they've got people targeted there. They're looking for ransom money. So obviously they're targeting certain people. I think the Chinese can be a target also because often they pay the money and don't want to fuss. But I've been safe here and people are very friendly. I've seen no danger, no problems. But, you know, especially in London now, look at all the stabbings and all the gang culture there. It's getting terrible. Keep seeing that in the news here. No, have I been to Naga? No, not yet. I think that's Bicol areas. That's where my friend Michael Daniel Scouser is. Um, I've not been there. I've been to a few. I've been to Cebu. I've been to Boracay. I've been to Porto Galera on Mindoro. If I was in Mindoro, I could send you the nightlife. It was very good there. You chose safe play. Away from bad places, good. Yeah, you just don't put yourself in the wrong places, really. Maybe some remote. I try to avoid remote areas, but we go to her farm. It's very remote, but she has uncles and people there. Everything is okay, but sometimes you wonder who is lurking in the. There are fugitives and people in the forest sometimes in remote areas. Graham says Mindoro is nice. Yeah, I like Porto Galera and Sabang. Obviously, there's plenty foreigners in these places, and it attracts plenty working girls to those areas. But there's plenty entertainment, bars and things. I was at Sabang Beach. There were a few Australian bars there I used to go in. Kim had a little bar. Plenty expats went in there. Plenty Australians I met in Mindoro, Graham. Got on well with the Aussies. There's a retired policeman with a bar there also. You could get exchange books there, and if you like reading. Yeah, and they look out for you, you know. I don't see many foreigners here because there aren't so many in Mindanao, but in Mindoro, plenty Aussies. And I did go back there, and it's got a bit more commercialized, a bit built up than what it was 10 years ago. Lots of buildings gone up. But if you travel around Mindoro, I don't think you can go all the way around the island. The road it gets remote in some places, and there's no road. But yeah, I like Mindoro. Nod says, don't go out at night. Last time you lost track at the park. Yeah, I will get lost, especially if there's stairs. Nod says, I did not know that of these crimes, as there are only beaches, malls, the good side I've been watching, not the bad side. Well, yeah, there is some bad everywhere. And I suppose what you have to be aware of in the Philippines, it's a very poor country. Some people don't make $2 a day. And they know that Westerners have money, even not rich by our standard, by theirs you are. I suppose you have to, watch for the problems in Mindanao, the Muslim extremists. There was not far from here, really, not a few hundred miles from here, there was Muslim extremists took over Marawi, and the army was there for months. The city was devastated, shot to pieces. It's not got back to normal now. But you can stay safe out here, just be sensible. Graham says, everything is always okay until it isn't. That's very true. The only place I will go in Mindanao is Davao. Yeah, Davao has a reputation for being safe. I don't know how true that is. You get different statistics coming out. But Tuan, where I am in the north, is okay too. There's no trouble here. Probably Cagayan. I've been to Surigao. I didn't see many foreigners in Surigao. I think I was the only white person on the beach. But they were all friendly and a bit of banter. I passed one chap, he said, "Get us a job, mate." Because they all want to work abroad, don't they, for the money. They've all got relatives abroad. Why they all want to talk to you to see where you're from, because they might have daughters and cousins working in your country. Yeah, Mindanao is okay. You just have to avoid certain areas. I always compare it, it's probably like the north and south of Ireland when there was troubles. If you went to the south, it was fine, but maybe you would avoid the north when the army was there and plenty shootings and things going on. It's the same here, I suppose. Nod says, "My God, kidnapping. Gosh, can you imagine? Land in Manila. I know, next you're kidnapped. But I'm not a kid. Only kid a kid's a kid." You can't kid a kidder. Yeah, you land in Manila, and the thing I'm aware of is that you're coming out and you're in the east, you have to have your wits about you a little bit. I always get in a taxi that is, I don't use taxis now, I just use the shuttle to the next airport. But get in a monitored taxi where it's recorded who's taking you and that. I don't just come out and they say, "Hey mate, want a taxi? Come with me." I don't trust any of those guys, but usually it's probably to rip you off or charge you more, Nod says, "I come in peace." The beheading can be a pain in the neck, Graham says. I like it, Graham. I can agree with that. Yeah, and they do, there was a couple of Canadians killed not long back here. And not the UK don't pay the ransom money. What clothes are best to wear there? My lads tell me not to wear a vest because, I don't know, they say put a t-shirt on, it looks better, but it's so hot here. I wear a vest and shorts usually. It's very humid. Nod says short top bottoms or jean jackets. What you reckon? Just a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. They do wear jeans here, but I think it's more a fashion thing for because they look cool, they look good. But if you want to be really cool, you're better in shorts. But I wear at night maybe some jogging bottoms, cover legs, avoid mosquitoes. I don't mind being warm if I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes. I put a shirt and cover up. They're a pain, the mosquitoes, if you're out at night. Land in Manila is waiting a thriller. The thriller in Manila, no. Muhammad Ali. Do you remember him? Probably not if you're 45. I used to get up when I was 11 early and watch those fights. Is the bill fair for usage of aircon over a month's time? Yeah, we use aircon a bit here, and that's our biggest bill, the electric bill. We get 1,000 peso a week. It works out 4,000 a month. It don't say bad if it's about 15 quid a week, 1,000 peso. It don't seem bad that, but it's still a pain when it comes, that bill, because it's like £60. Sometimes can be a bit more. But we use it at night because you don't want to be hot at night. It's nice to sleep through the night. There can be enough disturbances with chickens if you're in the wrong place without waking and you're too hot. So yeah, a bit of aircon is nice, I will say that. Hey Jean, you're back.
Hi, I'm back.
Graham says if I want to look good, I'll go to a fashion show. Otherwise, I dress for comfort. Same here, Graham. And I don't go to fashion shows. Sometimes I put this vest on inside out, and she says to me, "Hey, your vest is inside out." I say, "Oh, it's too hot to mess about taking it off. I will change it for a fresh one later." Boxing, he remembers Muhammad Ali, yeah. Here it's all Manny Pacquiao. You need cool air to survive at night. Nod says, yeah. Nod says, I need another cuppa. I've had two, I'm not going to have any more. I'm going to finish this one. I will be sweating too much.
Didn't eat your cake.
I put that cake down and there's ants. I needed you to hide it from me somewhere. I can't eat it and talk. No, I don't know where they come from. Sometimes the ants here, terrible. We don't have them in the house, but suddenly they'll turn up from somewhere. You can put your dinner plate down, go to the kitchen, make yourself a drink or fetch something. You come back, they're all circling your plate. I think they must have climbed up the table leg and they're there in no time. It's very quiet in the morning, guys, but it don't last. I make the most of it. Some people are slow to come around. You got to make the most of those few hours. Nod says, Mick, is it me or your face is red? Looking warm, it's like you're heating up. Yeah, I go red as well if I'm in the sun. I got very fair skin. I'm one of these freckly fuckers. That's the other thing here. They don't understand this sunbathing. Sometimes I think I went back after 6 months and I don't go brown very easily. And a friend of mine says, you didn't get very brown. I says, well, no, because if you're out there, they keep you out the sun. If you take your shirt off and walk out, cover up, you will get burnt. They don't do all this bikini on and sunbathing on the beach. They all want to be white here.
You will get...
The shop's full of creams to make them white.
You will burn your skin like lechon.
Like lechon.
No more sunbathing happen because the hot is...
She don't allow it.
The sun is too hot.
All the umbrellas here are for keeping the sun off. In the province, they're all walking around with umbrellas, aren't they? And they're handy if it rains too.
It's from Jaden
Oh, Jaden McDougall.
McDougall.
Can you moan, please?
He's
My
not.
son once bought me a key ring. He was only 11, and on it said the Moaning Bastard Award. And he didn't swear at that age, but I thought that's pretty good. It's pretty observant. That's why I always say good morning here, but they haven't twigged yet. They just think that foreigner can't pronounce it properly. Do I moan much for you?
Probably.
You can be honest now. Yeah, he's right. He's well spotted, Jaden. Nod says, this is your life as long as you're happy. Yeah, I'm happy moaning.
You win an award for being a moan.
Nod says, happy Halloween soon. Do you have Halloween? Yeah, you'll know more about that than me. Yeah, they're selling stuff in the shops.
I never been to a Halloween party, but now I can see that they have Halloween stuff, something decoration or whatever. Then before also last year here in subdivision they have Halloween party.
I don't get involved with Halloween. I once bought a load of stuff when I was on the markets, and it was all this scary Halloween stuff. I thought, great, I'll make a fortune with this Halloween next week. I got out on Sunday morning at the market. It pissed it down. Everybody scattered, went home. I hardly sold anything. I was stuck with it for a year. I had to bring it out again. Where are we? These glasses are steaming up with this tea.
In here.
No says, I love it when you say hi, Mick Flanagan in the Philippines. I'm not on the Philippines. I love saying it. I love saying good morning. Graham says sun umbrellas and whitening creams are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to thinking differently. For example, don't go in the rain because you will get sick. There's lots of things here like that, Graham. There's tons of superstitions.
Oi, that is true.
You're telling me all sorts. I was thinking, where did you get that from? I can't think of them now. There's that many.
That is true. If, like, for example, the weather, it's very hot, and then it's just suddenly the rain goes down, and then you go it and there, and then later rain stop. It bring that one illness. It bring flu. Yeah, it's true. That's not superstitious belief, but it's true. If maybe you don't get it if your immune system is strong, but most of it, everybody will.
They don't let me have a shower if you come in and you're a bit hot and dirty. Oh, you can't have a shower yet. Let your body close down. Oh, there's tons of stuff here.
Yeah, because if you've been out there for a couple of hours in the sun, and then you are very red and sweating, it's very hot, your body, and then you will go in the water, of course, it's something like your body will like collapse,
Can't drink cold water, it's bad for me. Right, you got it, you're in there.
No, he can drink water, but I'm just saying, if you want to lose your tummy a bit, you stop drinking cold
makes you
water.
Fat. There's a lot of things I never heard of till I came here. They're just being caring, but I never heard all these things either.
What is aswang? Asked Jin.
Aswang?
Aswang is you understand wak wak, no?
Wak wak is like
oh, will bite you.
Aswang
will eat you.
They're like mythical creatures, ghostly.
It's like the red eyes and the black laughing and scary.
They're probably the equivalent of leprechauns or something. They don't exist, but her mother's seen a whack whack.
It's not wak wak, it's sigbin.
Sigbin.
I don't
That's
know.
another one. That's like a creature with a head, is it?
I don't.
They
What
don't
is
exist, but her mother's seen one.
What is the English of sigbin?
We don't have sigbins, so there's no English of one.
But why my mother is seeing it? It's like the legs in the front is short and the legs at the back is higher than the front. It's like
Oh, that was Albert
dog.
creeping up on her husband.
It's like a dog, but it's sigbin.
Yeah.
Mainly in Capiz region. Yeah, I heard that one also that it's plenty wak in Capiz. I don't know if it is true.
It's not true. There's no such thing.
Because here in Las Nieves, in that place, there is one of the barangay that known that plenty wak aswang, something like that, but I don't know if
I've
it's
never
true.
seen one nod. I don't believe anything until I see it.
Yeah, so did you
Believe nothing of what you hear and only half of what you see. I'm a bit like one of those.
But I think at this time we should not scared about the aswang. We should scare about the same people.
Be careful
like
in the shower,
us.
Mick. Aswang will be watching you.
No aswang in the day.
Whack Whack lives in trees. Graham.
Trees?
Maybe.
In trees? There is no wak in here because there is no trees. But sometimes at night I can hear the wak saying wak, 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 like that. Yeah, at night it's like flying. The voice is
That's
flying.
a duck flying
say,
over or something.
say like
Do
wak,
the sounds.
wak, wak.
It's a duck flying over geese.
No, it's not. It's like wak, 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 wak. And then sometimes it goes like
How come I've never heard it?
because maybe you're a little bit deaf.
What?
No. Yeah, it is true. I heard that, but I didn't say. I didn't see any. I don't know if that is true. The duck cannot fly high,
You can make that noise though, can't it?
but they cannot fly distance. And there is no duck in here.
It's a chicken getting strangled by that foreigner across the road.
Lives in the trees.
We have some foreigners that moved in on this street. They're very quiet. That's the good thing I can say about the foreigners. They're missionaries, but I'm saying why they come here, missionaries. Everybody's already Christian here.
Pine Graham.
To be fair, the West has its share of myths, e.g. the myth that multiculturalism is good for us. I can agree with that, Graham. Too late.
Multiculturalism.
They don't. Other countries don't do that, do they? In the East, they welcome you here, and you can come, but you can't buy property. You don't have the rights that they give everybody in probably Australia and UK. Deaf, you call Mick deaf? No. What?
I'm only joking, Nod.
Ducks can't fly. Pigs can, yeah. There goes another flying. You don't know that one.
He can
There goes
fly.
another flying pig. You wouldn't understand that. It'd take me a while to explain it.
He can fly later. He can fly.
You only understand taking the piss now, don't you?
He can fly later. If I will kick him.
I was almost flying when I fell in the river, wasn't I? I was trying to fly to avoid the water. Those boats are slippy, those canoes, when you get off and carrying all your shopping. Jaden McDougall, thank you for making me smile. You've taken me out of depression after I diagnosed with testicular cancer. Sorry to hear that, Jaden. Yeah, look after yourself. But if you stuck around with me for the day, you'd be back in a depression, I'm telling you. Look after yourself, Jaden.
Yeah, it's bad to hear that, but
Take care of yourself.
yeah, you always take care of yourself and don't get more stress because life must go on. Enjoy your life, just enjoy. Don't let that illness it's like taking over your life.
We all just keep going, don't we, really? Yeah, I watch Victor Meldrew programs that cheer me up. I can understand and relate to him. Nod says, don't worry, they aren't UFOs or aliens, lots of laughs. Jaden, thanks, haha. Graham, Japan has no requirements for immigration. It simply does not exist there. It has work permits. Many other Western countries are similar. Non-Western, yeah. I didn't know that with Japan. We have two neighbours. One, they're not here. They're working in Japan on work permits. Yeah, what I don't understand about the UK is we have plenty of immigration, but us that have lived there and generations that built the country for in wars, you want to bring your wife in and partner, and they say, oh no, you can't bring her in. And you could be an immigrant into the UK, and you could bring your wife in by applying under European law, because we're in the European Union. But we had to apply under UK law, and it wasn't allowed unless you're earning so much money or... Yeah, we don't seem to look after our own, do we, in some Western countries? No, life's a smile. Love, enjoy it, be happy, friend. Yeah, good advice, Nod. Smile through adversity. Graham, good point, mate. Yeah. I thought Australia is a bit stricter now as well, because they're always saying that we want to be a bit more like Australia. Nod, current UK welcomes all but Philippines is a lot of struggle. EU is going soon, not long left. Yeah, I think that's the system in UK. It's open borders for anybody in Europe, but if you want to bring somebody from Philippines, even you're prepared to marry them, there they still don't let them in. And, probably same for other countries. Yeah. Yeah, Jaden, I did a lot of moaning that day when we got the letter say she couldn't come. They thought she was going to run away, and she was only coming as a tourist, short term, but even then they didn't let her in the UK. I did plenty moaning that day. I was hopping mad. Plenty swearing. So now I'm over here more. I think it's hard to live in the UK. I just got UK pension now. it can last over here. In fact, it feeds a family of, there's 5 of us here, and education as well. We can get by, but it's hard in the UK. Prices there, expensive. EU goes, then friendship, France, other places gone, says none. I used to like going to France. I love the food there. I used to like going to Spain, but all my money is spent coming here. Graham, you're right. When foreigners want to live in the Philippines, they do not burden the Philippines people. But in the West, our governments want to hand out money like candy. It's right. And that's what they're coming for the benefits. They're queuing up at Dover in the UK to get in. They're risking their lives climbing under lorries. Some are dropping off aeroplane wheels on the way in, that desperate to get to the UK to get looked after. Yeah, I think us foreigners help the economy here. We bring money and we spend it. We don't ask them for anything. Yeah, but a lot of those going into the West are all wanting money. In the UK, wanting the free health treatment and money every week. Help with housing because they don't obviously have a house. Yeah, I'm away from all that. Yeah, just pay your way here and they leave you alone. That's how that Camella has made a fortune. He's selling these houses to foreigners and OFW workers. Yo, we've got a visitor. Say hello to everybody. Let me see your little smiling face.
Live. No!
They're all shy. That's your niece, Monique. It's school holidays. She comes here to get looked after. She runs away from home. There's plenty crumbs here and there's all ants around. I'm gonna have to get a brush in a minute. Nod says you did the right choice. You advertise it, show it how it is. You're spreading tourism, which is good for the Philippines. Yeah, because if you compare Philippines to Thailand, there's a lot less tourists here. Yeah, Graham, let the ants clean up the mess. Yeah, they will carry all those crumbs off. As long as they leave my feet alone, I'm okay with that. Yeah, Philippines is less tourists than traditionally from UK. They all went to Thailand. I think Vietnam is popular now also, but like it's catching on, like the Philippines is catching on. I have a friend in Thailand and he says the exchange rate is terrible there now. Compared when he was there 20 years ago, it's like gone down like 75%. I'm not sure how many baht to the pound. I've lost track with it, but I think they're fared pretty badly there. Not. I hate ants. They bite. They're nasty. I got bitten once between my toes. It hurt bad. Yeah, the worst here is the red ants. If they bite you on your feet, it itches for days. These little ants that come in the house, you can feel them and they probably do bite you. It's just a little, you don't really feel those. But the red ants, terrible here.
This little one is still biting.
They still bite, but they don't sting you for, itch you for days or anything. Yeah, you're right, Graham. The red ants. I get spray to get rid of those if they're anywhere near the house. You don't want those coming in. Those red ants are nasty buggers. Yeah, it's very true. It can be the same with redheads. I got a redheaded brother. He can be a nasty little bugger also. So Graham is coming back here for a long time. Have you got a partner here, Graham, or is she with you in Australia? Or well, at least no snakes or scorpions. You can really put some kind of spray for these pesticides. Yeah. If we get too many coming in, we give it a bit of a spray in the doorways. I think I'm going to spray the table legs at the bottom because they're finding their way up whenever you've got food out on a table. Then they disappear and you don't, unless you follow where they're going, you don't know where they're coming from. They're coming from outside and in. Yeah, but snakes, crocodiles are things you've got to avoid. Although I didn't see crocodiles here, there are some big ones been found. She's from Pangasinan, Graham said. She lives 90 minutes from Baguio. She had never been until I took her there. Yeah, that's the case here. They live near some beautiful places and they didn't go. Often I say, oh, let's, like Camiguin is a beautiful island. I say, oh, let's go there. Oh, no, it's typhoon season or it's stormy. We don't go. I think us Westerners just think, just go there. But here they see the danger. And also, they don't have the money, a lot of Filipinos, to travel to these beautiful places. That's why you can find some unspoiled, beautiful beaches here. Graham says province girl, very sweet and shy. Yeah, they are the best. Mine is province also. They're caring. Although this one's not too shy lately. It can change. But they have a nicer nature, I think, from the province. They have not been like corrupted by the city and they're a bit less streetwise than the girls from the city, and that's cute, sweet. So I presume I didn't see where Pangasinan is, but I presume it's to the north because that's where you're going back. Nod says, yeah, it's all nice, beautiful there, all Philippines, depending on a city. Cebu, Naga, Zamboanga. It just depends which you choose. Yeah, you can have different lifestyles here, really. We're in the city at the moment because of 3 girls at university, but I'd like to be out of the subdivision somewhere, really, nearer a beach. Yeah, you can find some beautiful beaches. We went to Surigao area of Caguayet. It was beautiful there. Graham says, I agree, mate. The city girls are corrupted, kind of similar to comparing country people to our cities. Yeah, they sort of learn some, they're a bit sharper, I think, in the city. They're very nice natured in the province generally. Not how was Surigao? Well, we didn't go to Surigao Island, which I'd like to go. That's supposed to be beautiful. There's surfing and stuff there, I believe, and really beautiful beaches. But we were near to it in that area, and the beach was beautiful. They call it like Boracay is the famous beach here, but they say it's like undiscovered little Boracay. It's not commercialized, although there were plenty Filipino beach people on the beach on the Sunday. They come and bring picnics with them. Zamboanga, I'm not sure about. I don't go down that area. I don't know whether it's how safe that city is. Um, I tend to keep to the north of Mindanao and also to the east side, north. Yeah, if I had a choice, I would go Surigao, not Zamboanga, but I'm not too sure about that city. I've watched a few videos, and there's some. I think it was a Swedish girl living there, and it was a good video, and it looked beautiful island. I think she got a little resort there, invested her money, moved away from Sweden and the city. But yeah, there's plenty of beautiful places to find. We're not far from the beach, and I've been there, but it's not a great beach compared with some of them. Um, and it was closed off in a lot of places. I prefer a big open beach that's looked after. They can neglect the beaches sometimes. You can find a bit of litter, lots of litter lying around. But some are well maintained. I like to wander freely up and down the beach. Yeah, there's plenty you can find here like that. But some have little resorts that seem to section off. Not says, am I in Manila? No, I fly to Manila and then I get a plane out to Butuan City. Yeah, but once first time I came, I went down to Mindoro. I got a coach, got straight out to the beach area. That was nice. But there's so many beaches you can find here. But you will be if with me, I was influenced by. I got to know Gene, and I obviously came to home area. When I first came here, the airport is not far from Butuan City. But she took me to the province to meet the family, and we came down the river. It was beautiful. We hired a boat, motorboat. He brought us down. He was from the village she was from, so he met us at the city, and just coming down by boat. And when I got there, I had to climb up a bank. Half the bloody village had turned out because, like, there's a white man turned up. It's a very strange experience. Because in the province, they don't have a lot of contact, especially Mindanao, with foreign people. The odd missionary comes here, I think, but I'm no missionary. And yeah, I'm climbing up the bank, and there's kids and families there, all shouting and laughing. Very strange experience. Even now, if we go to a farm, they all come out and they do stare at you because they're not, and they come and they're laughing and say hello, but they're not used to foreign people in some of these areas. Maybe Graham will find that going north of Baguio, there's a chance. No, the open area resort is the best way to explore around. Yeah. How did you two meet? Well, I came with a friend of mine, and I like a drink, but I couldn't keep him out the bar. I suppose I was interested in meeting a woman, but he was just interested in the San Miguel and chatting to the Aussies and everything. So that was the first time I came, and I thought, I'm going to go online, and I went online and started chatting. If you go on the Philippine dating sites, you can easily chat to the women. They're all interested to meet you. And if you have a bit of rapport, you can think, I like talking to this girl. And after chatting to a few, I decided the best thing is to come out. I came out for 3 weeks, and we got on. I didn't piss her off too much, so I started coming back regularly. I kept having to go to UK because I needed money, so I kept coming backwards and forwards. Graham, people don't get it. Garbage services cost money. Yeah, these are first world services because we have the money to pay for it. Third world countries are more concerned with eating each day. Yeah. Yeah, that's their preoccupation, you know. Some days some people don't eat properly here. They're just looking for enough money to eat. It's not fair to complain if they do not have the services we have in the West. Just my opinion. Yeah, you're right. I didn't really look at it like that. Some of the beaches, there's lots of litter and stuff. But they don't pay anybody to clean it up. You're right. Yeah, it's hard. We befriended a man because you watch them trying to earn money. You know, if you're walking along the streets, there's plenty approaching you, like poor people asking for money. And you get disabled people and old people. If they were in the West, they'd be taken care of, but they're relying on a bit of generosity from people. And I notice the Philippine people do give them money. They're kind, even they don't have much themselves. They'll find 5 peso or something to give them. We passed an old man, and I said to Jean, you know, that man is begging in the sun every day. Well, he doesn't beg, he tries to play a guitar and sing. And he's in the sun every day. But they do give him money. And I said, I think he's the breadwinner for the family. He's not just supporting himself. He's probably got to an age where people will sympathize with him and give him something. And I said, he's probably feeding the whole family, that man. Yeah, their preoccupation is food. They need to eat to live. And it's hard to find money here for a lot of the people. Not bad, awesome, nice, not. I don't know if Nod, are you with somebody there in the UK, Nod? Oh, he's gone to bed now, Nod, yeah. Nice to chat with you, Nod. Keep in touch. We had a good chat today. Good night, Nod. Nod, it's getting on for 2 o'clock in the morning there. Nod current letters. Here is what? Coming up for 9 o'clock. You can feel it warming up now. Graham, I will give to those that cannot work, but able-bodied beggars and kids get nothing from me. Yeah, I agree to, I give to here that a lot of disabled. And there's one man I give to, and he's disabled. I gave him my groceries once. I felt sorry for him. He said to me, I've been here all day. I've only took 20 peso. He's selling cigarettes and sweets, but he's trying to earn a living, He's outside the mall. And I thought, yeah, you're trying to earn a living, but the beggars are making more money than you. I see them crossing the road and giving money to an old man, and I'm thinking he probably took 20 pence in the last 20 peso in 5 peso pieces in the last 10 minutes, and you've been here most of the morning. It took hardly any money. And you think, he would be better if he started begging because he's disabled, but he's trying to work and earn a living. I always help him, that man, buy his dinner or something. Well, at first I brought him a dinner out. I had chicken and rice, which is delicious, and I thought, I'll take him a dinner. But then I thought he'd probably prefer the money because he wouldn't spend as much, and he'd spend it according to his needs and more wisely. So I stopped buying his food and just give him something. But yeah, he's there every day and he's trying to earn a living, but very hard. Yeah. The Filipinos sometimes don't give to everybody, if they're able-bodied, they can work or try. But there's a lot of older and struggling people here. Yeah, Jean doesn't like giving to the kids. A lot of the time, these kids are just sniffing glue and stuff. She just says, get back home to your family, stop messing about on the street. Because they're there getting money. And I once gave a kid, says, give me money, I'm hungry. I had some food in my hand, I gave him some food, but he didn't want it. He kept following us, he's nearly climbing in the tricycle looking for money. And she says, yeah, he's not hungry, he wants to feed his habit, whatever it is. Yeah, Graham, the numbers can be overwhelming. Yeah, my philosophy here is you can't help everybody, and the problems were here before we came. I probably just I pass certain people and probably try to help them. They're on my route. But I can't help everybody. Yeah, they are happy enough, most of them. Even they're poor, they're happy here. Yeah, they all got by, and they will get by if we're not here. Yeah, but there must be something in it that money doesn't buy you happiness, and poor people here are happy. That's what makes it a good atmosphere here. The people, they're always smiling. They will always say, "Hey Joe, hello. How you doing? Where you going?" They engage with you. That's what's refreshing. You can walk down the street in UK and everybody's looking at the floor. Some people are smiling and say hello, but there's plenty that don't engage and they don't look happy. I don't know what it is, but certainly people that come here think, happy people. Yeah, it's a good experience if you come from the West to see life in the East, I think. It gives you a different perspective on life when you go back to your own country. So when are you back, Graham? Did you say Christmas? Yeah, Graham says life is full of pressures in the West. It never ends. Yeah, there are different pressures there. Pressures, pressures to own a car, to own a bigger TV, to keep paying license, insurance, keep finding money. Pressures of everyday life. Yeah, you can lose some of those coming here. As yet, I didn't buy a car. I thought I got to mess about taxing it, insuring it, servicing it, making sure it doesn't break down. I just climb in a tricycle here. They're frequent. You're wherever you want to go. If you want to bring a sack of rice back, they will carry it for you, drop you off at the door. Costs 8-10 peso for a ride. Sometimes just not to own a car is getting rid of one pressure. I think plenty pressures in the West because it's based around materialism, really. Okay, Graham, it's been good chatting with you, and thanks for your. I enjoyed talking to you. I like your view on things. He has a few loose ends to tidy up before I can get back there. I have it all sorted by mid-November, December. Good luck, Graham. Have a safe trip when you come here. Hello, Alice.
Hi.
Alice is back. Jean's mother is here. Are you sweeping up? Where you been? You were up early. Terminal? To meet somebody?
Burma.
Oh, yeah. Signing your forms. You were up early, Alice. I heard you going out. Bye-bye. Yeah, enjoy your day too, Graham. Good luck when you come here. Bye-bye. Oh, it's warming up here in the Philippines. I think it's those teas I've had. So I think I will go and get some of my jobs done today. I've enjoyed chatting here. I will do it again, maybe tomorrow if I can get some time. I will change my. I've drunk 2 cups of tea. I will change this vest, I think. It feels a bit wet. So, thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good day. And take care. Pagamping. Bye-bye. Ah.